Bonjour, namaste, hello, and welcome to the inaugural episode of the Intrusive Thoughts Podcast. Now imagine if I could animate, there'd be, some sort of banner across the screen, but I can't, so here we are. And I'm aware this is probably the most ghetto podcast setup you've ever seen. Deal with it, we're just starting. We might glow up, watch and subscribe, and maybe we can get a ring light. But yeah, welcome. Thanks for joining me. You're probably thinking, what is this? Who am I? Who is this guy? Who is this handsome light skin on my screen? Well, I'll tell you. My name's Jay. I'm a 23-year-old. I live in the UK. And like a lot of people, I think I'm a bit bored at the minute. I will admit, I'm a bit bored. Not got a lot going on. And I want some stuff going on, So I thought, what can I do? How can I, enrich myself? Not like rich, but like enrich, you know what I mean? How can I do that? Well, get another hobby. Here we are. I've always been a watcher. I've always been, someone who's watching podcasts or, watching TikToks. And I've never been like, just had the thing to just go and do it myself. So here we are. I'm doing it myself. Wish me luck. Now let's talk about my goals with this. What do I want? I want to create a safe space. I want to create a community where I can come, talk about the random things that I've been thinking about recently, and you guys can come, share whatever random things you've been thinking about recently in the comments. We can vibe, we can gel, and hopefully we can all leave here feeling a little bit more, I don't know, shared, appreciated. I don't know. We can get some stuff off our chest, we can come, chill. It's a little escape. That's what I want from this. A little escape. Something we can just do, we can chill, we can chat, build some sort of weird... What's the word? What's the word for like relationships you have with someone on the internet? Not a pen pal, but it'll come to me. Symbiotic relationship, whatever this means. Yeah. So that's what we're gonna do. So join along, subscribe. I know, a bit keen asking you to subscribe already. We're only 3 minutes in, but you might as well. Yeah, might as well. Subscribe, watch, chill. I'm gonna try and do this twice a week. Will I stick to that? You got to subscribe to find out. But the first thing I wanted to sort of discuss today is something that's been on my mind a lot recently, and that's meeting new people, interacting with strangers. I feel like I'm quite a confident guy. I can talk. I don't mind talking. I'm about to talk right now. I'm going to witter on to nobody. I can speak. But for me, I feel like I struggle with like meeting new people and having new interactions. And it stems from my issue of just going and approaching somebody, which I know it's a big topic at the moment. A lot of people talk about it, but I feel like they only talk about it in sort of like a dating kind of way. Like, go and speak to women, which does fall into the same thing that I think is obviously quite difficult. But I think it's just people in general, I don't think it's just women. I think it's just going up and speaking to someone new is not an easy thing to do. And lately I've been trying to sort of get to the bottom of that. Why do I think that's a thing? And I think it comes down really to self-esteem. What do you think about yourself? Because when I think, why have I not gone and spoke to that person, or why do I feel weird about it? I think largely it boils down to an idea that I have in my head that they're not going to want to talk to me, or I've not got anything interesting to say to this person, so I can't approach them, or I can't, which is weird. And trying to get past that's been quite a difficult thing for me. My neighbour is drilling something. yeah, trying to get past that has been a weird thing for me. I think, um, I'm still working on it, but I do have some actionable advice. So I thought, instead of just moaning, how about I come here and maybe share something that you can take into action, and benefit from, and give that a go. So the first thing I've been thinking is, um, you know, just so the first thing I've been thinking is about the fact that they probably don't have a very interesting life either. Okay, so this whole thing I have in my head of, I can't go up and talk to this person because I'm not famous or interesting or whatever, bro. They probably work in Sainsbury's or like have a normal life, and then they're normal as well. So just go and talk to them. It's normal. You're fine. You're a normal guy. You don't need to be like crazy clouted or you know ASAP Rocky to go and talk to a girl. So that's the first thing I've been thinking. Back yourself, which obviously is hard, but it is what you got to do. Second thing, fake it till you make it. And this is quite interesting. I feel like confidence is something that you can pretend to have. Just pretend to not be scared. And do you know what I mean? Just pretend to be confident. Go up to somebody, be like, what would a not weird person do right now? Probably just go, hi, I like your hoodie, or I like whatever, or hi, blah, blah, blah. My name's Jay. How you doing? I think a big thing with women at the minute in the world that people struggle with is, because everyone's got such like terrible brain rot brains that they feel like, you know, like I wouldn't advise anyone to go up to a girl and be like, "Hi, I thought you were really attractive," because in my mind, like, are you not then just already starting the interaction off the basis of like, "I want to fuck," like I feel like that's not the best advice. People do it; it works, but for me personally, I don't want to go up to a girl and be like, "Oh, I thought you were fit." I don't know. That just doesn't seems a bit shallow to me. Um, I'm rambling, but yeah, basically, talking to strangers, it's not easy, but I'm trying to work on it. I am trying to work on it, and biggest thing I've tried to do to make myself work on it, right, is set myself a challenge. So you can follow along on this challenge also. Let me know how it goes. Keep me updated. The challenge is every day you've got to go and do one approach to anybody. Go and speak to somebody or start a conversation that you wouldn't normally do with someone you don't know out and about in public. One a day. And it can be the smallest little thing. You can be at the water fountain at the gym and some blokes there, and you go, "Oh, nice gym shark," or "Oh, saw you squatting 3 plates, bro. Nice one." Something. All I do is go to the gym, so that's why all of my examples are based around lifting weights. But there's a lot of other things. You can be at your local football thing and go, "Oh, nice boots, bruv." Who cares? But ultimately, it's about doing one thing a day to put yourself out your comfort zone. So that's what I've been trying to do. Success rate has been relatively high. I think the big thing about doing that though is it teaches you, what's the worst that's gonna happen? The worst that's gonna happen is you have a slightly awkward interaction, and then you can both just laugh about the fact that interaction was awkward anyway. You can go, "Ha, that was weird." Yeah, isn't it? So put yourself out there, do it. And I think this feeds into another thing I want to talk about, which is being self-reflective. Um, Now, there's a spectrum to this. You can do this too much. You can overly, be self-critical, and you'll put yourself in a really shit mind state and feel awful, or you can do it healthily and really benefit your life. Me, I'm quite like I analyze my behavior and I think about myself a lot, but not in like a narcissistic way, in like a, oh, why am I doing what I'm doing and how can I make it a bit better? And I think if you're not doing that, a lot of people try and avoid doing that when they're in bad places. Um, but that's just going to keep you in a bad place. You got to think, what am I doing? Why am I doing it? Do I want to be doing it? And if not, let's change it. Too many people get bogged down, you know. Um, and I do think a lot of it does stem with not doing any exercise. And I'm not trying to Joe Rogan you guys right now, but you gotta move. You gotta move. Like how we are basically, well, no, okay. We're mammals. We used to run around. I'm not, this is, why am I trying to do science right now? We're mammals, okay. We used to run around. We used to hunt. We used to have spears. We used to chase stuff. And, and now we work office jobs and we sit and this is me typing. And we type all day and we do nothing and then we get home. Oh no, we sit on the bus and then we sit in our car or whatever, and then you get home and you sit on the sofa, and like I feel like there's a staggering amount of people that are getting like 1,000 steps a day, like, and then they're the sort of people that are like, yeah, I'm depressed, I'm on antidepressants. I'm like, all right, well, when was the last time you even slightly elevated your heart rate, Brev? Oh, never. Or, oh, 6 years ago in PE. Like, man, you got to move. And I'm not saying you got to be, a bodybuilder or you got to really care about aesthetics, but man, you should be doing something. So if you're watching this right now and you don't move, move. All right. If you're watching this right now and you're the sort of person that, you sit and then you feel shit about yourself, you're like, why do I feel so shit? You know, like dopamine release from exercise is real. And I'll tell you that right now. Because I've got dopamine from a lot of the other ways you can get it. And nothing hits the same as when you work out. Nothing. No chemical drug, no experience, you know, is as good as a release of dopamine than like a good workout. Oh my god, it's crazy. And I think that's probably why I'm like a little bit addicted to it, to be honest, because I've done the other stuff that you get dopamine from, and now I'm like, wow, this basically feels the same as that, and it's not bad for me. So I sort of just thought, switch that out, which is what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to do that, but the allure of being a 23-year-old is hard. I feel like I'm at a bit of a crossroads in my life where I want to just give up on all the going out, fucking around, you know, you know. But at the same time, I'm like, well, I am still quite young and I don't really want to just abandon all of that stuff. So I'm at the minute trying to do this thing where I find a happy medium, and that's really difficult because I think it's almost like I'm just ignoring the fact that I know I need to sacrifice that if I want to get to where I want to get to. Um, you know, to do something you never have, no, no. To get something you've never had, you've got to do something you've never done. Quote of the day, Intrusive Thoughts Podcast. Put it on a t-shirt. But yeah, you got to sacrifice stuff, and I think if you want to get a particular goal or whatever, and you feel like something is stopping you from doing that, then you do need to leave it behind. But it is hard because I've kind of realized that leaving a lot of stuff behind, going out partying, would also mean leaving a lot of people that I do like behind. So that's hard. That's a difficult thing to think about. You're like, well, I only really see these people when I go out. But then, it's a whole other thing of, I guess you just gotta make new friends that do the shit you like, really. It's not easy. It's not easy. But that's what I mean. When I'm talking about being self-critical, like, at least I think about this stuff. I think a lot of people just do what they do and don't even, go, is this what I should be doing? Or is this actually benefiting me or pushing me forward in any capacity? I don't think a lot of people do that. A lot of people try and ignore those thoughts. And that's the worst thing you can do. Because I did that. I did that for until I was 18. Just, I'm going to avoid having these difficult conversations with myself because they're difficult conversations. And that's not something I recommend at all, because you don't make any progress. And, you get to a certain point and you go, oh, now I'm at an age where I do actually have to think about my shit. And then you're like, fuck, well, I haven't been. How do I even do it? So, actionable advice I'd give people is, if you're 17, 18 right now watching this, or 16 even, don't just be like, oh, I can fuck around till I'm 20. Because, if you start now, if you get a head start now and you're 16, 17, 18, oh my God. Insane. If you find your thing now at 17, what? You've been doing it fucking 3-4 years already, and you're 20. When people have just started to try and figure out what they're gonna do, or even stuff that they're passionate about, you're way ahead. You've already found it. You're already going. You're gone, bruv. The people that get rich and famous or whatever at a young age, they all started younger than everyone else. You get ahead. So, yeah, obviously enjoy yourself, but do think, think strategically. It's a game. This is a game. Think tactically. I want to get a head start and do it. Now, onto a way less serious, way less interesting note. I got another thing I want to talk about, and that's wired headphones. Now, what? Why? Okay, let me explain. I've been a prolific wired headphone user all my life, really. I've never really been on the Bluetooth vibe, Do we really know what these waves are doing to your head? Oh, you don't? Okay, then. No, but for real, I've been using wired headphones. I just think I've got them. Plug a little adapter in. Why not? I'm the only person in my gym that has headphones that have wires on. People look at me like, who is this peasant? What hole have you just crawled out from? But I don't know. I like a wire, but I think I'm gonna have to switch to the dark side. Yesterday, I had an experience that was incredibly frustrating. My little adapter thing broke, right? But it didn't break visually. Oh no, because they never break visually. It broke somehow internally to where it just doesn't work anymore. Or no, what it would do, right? It would play my song, but just out of one headphone. And I'm like, well, what is this? And I'm like, you know what? It's time. It's time to make the switch. Get a pair of Beats or something. Get a pair of whatever. But we need to go wireless. We need to make the change. It's 2024 and I'm still unwired. But I'm a classical guy. I like to keep it OG, I don't like to follow trends. Maybe that's why I like the wires. I want to be a bit indie. I want my wire dangling down. I think it looks kind of cool. You know what I mean? But yeah, it's time to make a change. I need to get with the times. I need to adapt and overcome, realistically. And I think as soon as I do go non-wire, I will be like, wow, why have I been wire this entire time? What have I been doing? What have I been doing? I'm a snail running the race with the hares. Actually, no, that's a bad analogy because the snail wins. Is it a snail? No, it's a tortoise. Oh my God. As you can tell, a lot goes on, and then also not a lot goes on up here. But that's fine. We're going to develop. We're going to get You know, we're gonna get used to this. This is episode 1. All right, so stay with me, guys. Stay with me if there is any guys or girls hey, watching this, then yeah, you know, we're going to develop, we're going to get there. But I think I'm going to enjoy this journey. I'm looking forward to, you know, putting my effort into stuff. It's been a while since I found a new thing. I tend to like have cycles of stuff. So like, for example, when I was younger, all I did was skateboard, and that's it for like, I don't know, 10 years, from like 12 to like, no, not 10 years, but you know, from like 12 to like 17, 18, all I did was skateboard. And then I still love skateboarding, but I sort of just realized, oh, I'm just not at that level to where it's like, you know, I should be really good by now. And I'm like, okay. I think getting injured was a big thing for me. I just didn't really want to get really hurt, which is, you know, get a grip. But yeah, so I still do that a little bit, but then I moved on. Then it was like gym, well, no, music has been a massive thing for me. Was really into that. But I think I just want something that I can do on a scheduled basis that, you know, is going to be cathartic for me and get my thoughts out. I like watching podcasts. It's all I really watch at the moment. I really enjoy it. So I thought, you know, why not? Try stuff. And I want to inspire people. I want to inspire you watching this right now. If you have something you want to try it. Do it. I had this idea yesterday. And here we are. We're making it happen. Don't think, just do. Well, no. Sometimes think. But, you know, don't, like, I think if you think too much about an idea you have, you'll just think it out of your head. Or you'll think of reasons not to do it. Or you'll be like, this is stupid because of this or whatever. But don't do that. Just do it. Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Remember when that meme came out? That just do it meme. Everyone was like, ha, funny, right? Resurfaced, watched it, I was like, wow, poignant, powerful, just do it. I don't know why, but like, and I was looking at the comments and everyone was like, oh my god, when this first came out, I was like, ha, that's jokes, what a weirdo, like, funny, just do it, what is he doing? But now, wow, that shit's hitting, just do it. I just don't think we weren't old enough to understand. We didn't get it. We didn't get the LaBeouf power. Now I get it. Just do it. So yeah, that's my message to you today. If you have an idea, just do it. Don't think about it too much. Try it. You might love it. You know? Think about this, okay? Everyone who has ever actually done something or achieved something might not necessarily have any talent. They just did it. Like, if you're the sort of person, yeah, that's sitting there complaining about the fact that you don't have the life that you want, but you're not doing anything to make any, or, you know, stuff builds up. You know, you put a brick down, you don't have a wall, but you have to build the wall, all right? But if you're the sort of person who's sat there complaining about not having a wall and you've not put a brick down yet, what are you playing at, bruv? Put a brick down, get some mortar, and spread that, and lay it, and build that wall. So yeah, I'm going to end on that note, because I thought that was quite impressive, actually. So I'm going to end on that note. Thank you for watching, if anyone has watched this. It's been episode 1 of the Intrusive Thoughts Podcast. It's been a pleasure. I will be back sometime in the not so distant future. I'm going to make this a more regularly scheduled thing. Just need to figure out, as I said, I had this idea yesterday. So, yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. It's been a pleasure. Look after yourselves. Like, comment, share it, subscribe, turn on notifications, email me your bank details. Okay.